Divinitas salutaras, vativas libertas.
Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Let's Play Rome Remastered. Yes, okay, so 2 sessions in a row again, I'm treating you. Although, to be fair, when I did the video and watched back and stuff, I actually did I did a little bit more than I thought I did, and the video lasted longer than I thought it would do, so there's not really that much more to do, to be honest, but I'll forward a couple of turns just to finish off the last couple of bits, and then I'll do the overview, and this video should be around about 45 minutes long, I would reckon. So without further ado, I've just done a little bit of tidying up off camera, just put buildings into queues where buildings need to be built, and altered a few taxes, and just sort of amended the rotation of the ship building, the fleet building. Just sorted some of the building queues out and stuff to help save some money to put into building work instead. So a little bit of shuffling around, nothing major, so I won't go through it, but we're in a happy place right now. So before we can end the turn, which is was the anticipation here, I thought we've got to resolve this situation here in Carthage Nova, because we have here Matugenus, a turncoat Spanish fella who's he's got a command talent. He's a drunk, and he enjoys the sight of blood, particularly that of his enemies. So this doesn't strike me as the kind of individual that would just sit here behind a set of walls waiting for the enemy to come onto him. He would be the kind of person to take his army, sally forth, and butcher the enemy, and enjoy doing so. Probably drinking their blood from a cup once he's finished. So we're gonna fight this right now before we end the turn to hopefully lift the siege, take down some more Gauls, and then have pretty much complete control of the southern tip of Iberia, allowing us to proceed on with our counter-attack in peace. So that's exactly how we're going to start the session off. So let us press on with combat. Matugenus, not happy at having his newly, granted settlement, his governorship, put under threat by some barbarian scumbags, says the barbarian scumbag, but hey, you know what I mean. We are trying to civilize him now. Okay, well, I've not really done a great deal off camera, but probably about a minute's worth of work, if that. But the enemy have actually positioned themselves actually not quite on the crest of a hill, so they've purposely put themselves into a disadvantageous position, which is a strange thing to do, but hey, they're led by some captain who doesn't obviously know the art of combat. So what we're going to do is we're going to claim the high ground, pretty much stretch our army as thin as it'll go.
Units, make haste.
Oh, hang on a second, hang on. We're then going to bring forth our general. Because we're going to use our general to flank into the rear and hopefully get some hammer and anvil strikes going and rout the enemy as quickly as possible, because we don't want to put our infantry in hand-to-hand combat for any considerable length of time, because they're not going to hold that long. So we just need to make sure that we've got everything sorted. So they're kind of all over the place at the moment, the enemy. They're reforming, which is fine. I'd rather attack them when they've had a little bit of time just to get straightened out. Don't quite fancy what are they doing? They're trying to Okay, here we go. Going into the side. Going into the side. Going into the side. Routing. Routing. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, General. Come on. Come on, General. Come on, General. Routing. Come on. Come on. We got routing here. We got routing here. The General's gone right into combat here. They're going. They're going. Ooh, this was a little bit close. This one wasn't clear cut. Wrap around. General going in. Just want the General to stay behind. Don't want him to get into the crux of the battle. Okay, we got him. 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 There we go. There we go. We got him. What is this guy doing? They're coming back? Continue, continue, continue. We got him. We need to make sure that we rout them. Gobble them up.
The enemy lie dead before you. Save for the few with the wit to run away. This is a crushing victory.
Not bad at all, Matugenus. Not bad at all, it must be said. Not bad at all. He lost a few of his own bodyguard there, but we had to utilise him for the old flanking manoeuvres. So he led his men on a bloody charge out of the gates, and he's bathed in the blood of the enemy. There we go. Right. Go popping in there. We're recruiting another spy. Not just yet, because we're going to retrain the troops here. Then recruit a spy. We're literally down to the bare bones. Look at that, we're bankrupt. I'm actually going to do something here. I was going to build a temple here. We're going to hold off the temple. And instead, I want to retrain the troops here, the ships. And then get the elephant second. That gives us a little bit of coin left over. We'll build something intermediate in the next turn. So there we have it, folks. I just need to sort something out here. We need to auto-sort the cards, and then what we're going to do is, I think... Oh, did I auto-merge by mistake there? I thought I didn't want to do that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you're kidding me? I think I may have auto-merged by mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. I thought I pressed auto-sort. Did I press auto-sort or auto... Oh, because it means that I'm going to have to physically create 2 more units of spear, which is going to take 2 turns, rather than merging some of them but retraining them, which would have been a 1-turn job. So I've delayed his departure by 2 turns here. I do apologise. So after we've built or recruit the elephant, we now need to recruit 2 further sets of spears here. Unless we can recruit spears elsewhere, which I don't think we can. Oh, we can! In Syracuse. Oh, excellent! So what we'll do... Oh, they're still building... building the boats here, recruiting the ships. Which is not... Okay, it's fine. By the time they're done, he'll be ready to set off. So we'll recruit a couple of spears here in Syracuse. We've already got 1 set of infantry here, so it's just 1 more set of infantry after the elephants. In fact, we could recruit the infantry anywhere here as well. Save a bit of time, Asana or wherever, you know. It's not a massive issue. So yeah, I think I may have auto-merged by mistake instead of instead of just sorting. I wanted to sort the cards like that, not auto-merge them. I think I clicked the wrong button. So anyway, it's fine. It's fine. So we can just recruit from elsewhere to save a bit of time. Right, so a trait increase, confident commander for Matugenus after There is victory. So let's go. I think we've done everything now, and we're ready to end the turn. The House of Julii ships going back home with their tails very much tucked firmly between their legs. Oh, our merchant is about to be bought out, it seems. Well, that was a short-lived endeavour. Very short-lived indeed. Okay, so quite a bit happened. Let's have a look at the old news feed. Rival merchant successful buyout, unfortunately. The Greek cities have now declared a ceasefire with the House of Julii, and the House of Julii have declared a ceasefire with the Gaul. Are they... Bizaltes has his spy master and his mercenary captain gifted to him by his father. So let's take a look at Bizaltes in a second. Okay, and let's put that down there. Right, so we're going to end one more turn after this, and that'll be it, I think. Which he's running back to Scalabus, which is a bit of a pain. We could. Can we reach him?
I will speak with them at once.
I want to see how much it is to bribe them. It would just make our job a lot easier to capture Scalabus without him getting into the settlement. Just save us that extra little bit of time. Oh, but we're out of movement points. Damn and blast.
Orders! Engage the enemy!
Okay, well that's fine.
I serve your will.
Spy on Luco. Have we already spied on Luco? We can go into Scalabus, maybe open the gates.
Obedient servant.
Not
No
you.
more moves.
You fool.
Are yours.
100% success. Yeah.
Is my cloud.
There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Our spy has wormed his way in. And we can see now perfectly what's happening inside the settlement. Excellent job. Excellent.
Yes? Acquiring goods.
He's off up there. This is an enemy spy. So look at that. We're not seeing much resistance from the old Spanish, are we? Eh? Yes, well, you should not have decided to turn on us, otherwise, you know, we may have let you live in peace. I doubt it. We would have expanded eventually, but not the point. Okay, so here in the west then, just to tidy this area up, we have merchant going up there. We have Theopanos and Zeuxis heading to Scalabus to take that. Corduba is still in a state of flux at the moment. Not much else we can do here, other than recruit more garrison forces, really. We'll get some peasants, a large number of people to help quell the populace a little bit. It's already building, so that's fine. Over here in Carthago, we've got now a secondary spy, and I can't remember which one was which. Carthala was the original spy. Abdimilki is the new spy, and he is going to be purposed up here. Send up here to keep an eye on the Gauls at Numancia. This is the area of Iberia that we do not have an eyeball on at the moment, but that is soon about to change. Okay, so Carthago needs to build something now. This spy is keeping an eye on Matugenus, hopefully to make sure he doesn't do anything silly. But in terms of building, we've got a little bit of coin to spend now, which is nice, and we're turning 11 grand a turn, which also is pretty nice. We'll just go in order here, I think. And, well, in fact, what we'll do is we'll see what's going to provide the biggest boon to us. So we could go with a communal farming, which gives us an extra 79 minus 20, sort of extra 59 denarii per turn. The roads at 112 minus 28, 80 something. So that's not bad, and it's not too expensive. Or we could go with the mines, which is actually less than the roads in terms of 156 minutes. Actually, no, it's the most, isn't it? 120 something. Yeah, so the mines gives us the biggest boost, but it costs almost 3,000. So do you know what? We'll get the road infrastructure first, and then we should probably see a bigger boost with the mining when we can actually ship the goods by road once the roads are completed. So we'll put the roads down first. Everything else here is looking pretty spiffing marvellous. So that's the situation in Iberia sorted for now, and we now turn to the seas around Iberia,
My eyes are yours.
because we still have this Gaul ship here, and apparently the family leader, the faction leader of the Gauls, will still be on here, because there were 3 unit cards on here when he turned to run, so he should still be alive, which means that we need
Aye, great lord.
to take him down.
Prepare to engage.
Death in the sea sounds like a common Total War issue I have experienced in the past. Wow. They're still standing.
Victory!
Ships ready. Set sail.
We didn't even lose a single ship.
Prepare to
Right.
engage.
Well, we will chase him down. Hopefully they won't dock and land here now. We've actually forced them into a better landing spot. Hey,
Ships ready.
go figure. Right, okay, we'll see what happens with that one. Right, Tingi's fine, Corduba's fine. So the other situation in the seas is over here. You can see there's some ships here. There's some ships being recruited here. All we want to really do is blockade the port. So, but we will
Prepare to engage.
flex our muscles first.
We are supreme.
There you go. And we'll blockade the port and hopefully halve their income. And look at that! We've got a captain, a Gallic captain, coming down the coast. Is he coming to Carthago Nova, perchance? He could well be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would facilitate the need to recruit a couple more Iberian infantry here. But we'll just keep an eye. The sword fleets are proving their worth, it seems, in espionage, in spying, as well as blockading and taking down the enemy ships. Very useful intelligence reported by Admiral Ash. Interesting. Right, Palmer. Just I've got to reduce the tax rate here a little bit. These are the shield fleets. Ships that are being constructed here. One more turn and then one more after that. Admiral how do you say that? Xanton? It's a bit of a tongue twister, that one. Probably a silent T, right? Xanton. Admiral Xanton. So how I'm pronouncing it anyway. So Admiral Xanton, there's no units on there, so we don't have to worry. Okay, so that's fine. Cirta has finished building, so we shall build something else. It is recruiting another trireme, and that's 2 triremes to merge with the 3 biremes from down here to form another sword fleet. So we'll get that sorted very soon. But building-wise, Governor's Palace done, large walls done. Next up, we shall go with city barracks, I suppose. It's military focus was the instruction, so Cirta will get that. This gives us now time to finally get the temple built here. Go for the large temple there. Okay, excellent. So that's good. Down here in Nepta. Still having to sort the tax rate there. Okay, ships being recruited across the land. We have one more turn for our port here. And we can actually put the tax rate up there as well now in Corrales. Getting the town watch in the next turn and the port, and that should hopefully boost our coffers a little bit more, although there are some roving ships around. We can deal with those in due course. So Corrales looking good. Carthage, right. So this is going to be a nice little hodgepodge mix of family members. A nice family member reunion in the roleplay I can feel coming on, because we've got Gisco Gades here who has been holding the fort. We are now going to have Bizaltes the returning hero who is going to be coming into the city with his host that needs to be replenished. So in he pops, leaving these guys outside and ready to rock and roll a bit later. So we've got 2 family members in there, and also Hasdrubal. Hasdrubal is soon to be returning by the end of this session, if I don't forget. He shall be there, so we shall have 3 family members in Carthage for a nice little family reunion. I'm sure there'll be some celebrations going on, and then we'll focus on planning our future together as maybe a family meeting. I can feel coming on. But for the time being, Thapsus is fine and building, so is Carthage. In terms of the recruitment, the retraining, 1 more turn for the elephants. These will be done next turn after that, and then we shall need what did I say? 2 sets of spears, wasn't it? 2 sets of spears, which we're not going to get from here. So we'll get them from here instead. 1 trireme, 1 more to come. A bireme there.
Ready to sail.
So 2 biremes, so 1 more bireme here actually would be required. To make it 3 biremes and a... Look at this, he's come back again.
Ready to sail.
What are you doing? You utter twerp. Ooh, we don't want to push him that way. There's 3 family members on there. We pushed him right into the bloody danger zone. So we're going to have to now intercept with Admiral Balishek.
Ready to sail.
What utter fools. There's no escape for you, buddy. Hopefully we can sink their 3 family members. That will be pretty awesome. Their heir is on there as well. Yeah, sinking this would be a pretty good result.
Ready to sail. Set sail.
Okay, there you go, 2 spears. So I'm just getting them in advance so I don't forget in future turns. So we've got the coin to be able to start planning in advance and queuing a few things up, which is quite a rarity. It's usually done on a turn-by-turn basis. Right, so that's fine. Everything here is fine. You're trading, recruiting, family reunion. It's all going off. Yep, that's fine as well. So, Lepsis Magna. So after this has been done then, we're going to finally get Lepsis Magna. It's bloody peasants. They've been waiting for a horde of peasants to go down and help out with the building work. And, well, they're soon to be ready to expand, so those peasants are going to be put to good use, repurposed, to enable Theodaclus to get this place spick and span and upgraded as it needs to be.
My eyes are yours. None shall see me.
So that's Lepsis Magna for the time being. Everything else there's fine. Lilybaeum, Syracuse, and Messana. Messana needs a blacksmith. So that's the last thing in Messana that it needs. Tax rates are fine. Tax rates are fine there, so everything's fine here. That leaves us with Cyrene. Not quite. Still recovering. And of course, this situation. Siwa. Good old Bomilcar left it a smoking ruin, and now Egypt don't want it. We might try again.
Sire,
This turn.
I will speak with them at once.
Let's just try one more time. Let's just try one more time. Large town, smoking ruin, balance. You see, it's balanced without even them even doing anything. Map information. For map information. An alliance, very demanding. No. So what we shall do is we shall just hold station here for now. Bomilcar is in no rush to go anywhere at the minute. So we'll have to debate what on earth we want to do with Siwa, because at the moment it's stuck in the middle of the desert, and our plan to palm it off to somebody is taking a bit of a back seat. We could try giving it to the Seleucids or maybe the Pontus, see if they want it. Even if they don't, I'd be much more inclined to give it to them for free rather than to Egypt. Alternatively, I mean, as I said, the place is turning a small profit. It is earning us a little bit of coin, so even if we just sit there and do nothing with it, it's free money, essentially, even if we don't put a single penny into any of its upkeep. So anyway, that is to be debated. Right, I think we're done this turn. I think we're done. So everywhere that needs to build, I think, is building. Just double check that. Tingy always gets the short end of the straw, doesn't it? So we're gonna get that set to us now, and that should finish Tingy off nicely. Lepsis can't do anything. Carthago Nova building. Nepta can't build. Cyrene can't build. So we've got building work everywhere. Let's end the turn one more time. This will be the final turn of the session. Oh, Spanish are sending forth their spies, and it's caused a little bit of public order issue. Don't know where that Gallic army has gone. Oh, hang on. Oh my god, we've got a play. Oh god, all kinds of stuff is happening here, which I think is going to make for some good roleplay. I can see it coming. I can see it coming. Right, let's start with the messages. Cordoba has actually expanded. No wonder the population is taking issue. The settlement is bursting at the seams. And look at that. There is now a plague in Carthage. A plague in Carthage. Holy cow. That's going to be pretty cool for the roleplay, I think. Mutagenus has got a wise man. Theages has got an artist. Hasdrubal has got a priest of Melkart. And Hasdrubal has got an architect. And Gisco Gadders has got a master of horse. What the hell is going on here with all these different things? Most people have just got a whole host of new retinue. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. They're obviously going towards here, aren't they? Obviously.
Ships ready. Make ready for combat.
Bye-bye, family member of the Gaul.
Yes, mighty lord.
It was a pleasure kicking your ass. Right, let's finish off this turn and do an RP overview at the same time. So here we go.
Acquiring goods.
Acquiring goods. So he is trading a grand total of...
Sir. Acquiring
Can't
goods.
quite get there, but anyway, he's up there. He can see that there's a very small garrison up here in Asterica. So that's that situation sorted. Here we've got a bit of an issue because of possibly an enemy spy causing a little bit of unrest. The place wants to build an upgrade here to the councillor's chambers, which obviously needs to happen because of the the way it is, basically. We need that extra public order, that extra squalor bonus. So that's that situation sorted. Carthago Nova is hunky-dory. Can't see. I'm just... we're going to take him here. I am kind of a little bit nervous. I'm just going to, for one turn, bring him to the coast. Just make sure that I'm not missing a trick. He's there. That army's definitely not come down this way. So that's okay. That's okay. So everything's fine there. Still blockading here. Parma's still getting its ships. So next piece of business then is to lay siege
Engage the enemy.
right here,
Gentlemen, sir.
and we can assault. I'm assuming because a spy has opened the gates. Maintain siege.
Settlement under siege, sir.
We should absolutely batter these guys. but I'm not going to auto-resolve it. And the simple reason being is because they're going to kill our slingers off in an auto-resolve. So we've seen how Theopanos has strategically taken down, what do you call it, Carthago Nova with his Balearic slingers. I've got a very sneaking suspicion at the start of the next session he's going to do something very similar here in Scalabus. Kind of, systematically take these guys down with their hail of rocks and take minimal losses. And all the while, Zixus Lixus is drinking in this knowledge and these tactics that have been employed by Theopanos so that he can use them in the future. So in the next session we shall be taking Scalabus, but in the meantime this cannot be allowed to happen. These guys are marching right onto Corduba, which is a bit of a pain. So we need to sort this out right now with a little bit of bribery.
Our patience is limited.
So let's see.
If we may have a private word.
Indeed.
When you put it like that.
When you put it like that, it makes complete sense, doesn't it? And what we're going to do is,
Yes, mighty lord.
what we're actually going to do
Yes, mighty lord.
is, we are going to, stand right on this bridge, so that when he wants to come down to try and take Corduba, he has to fight a battle at a choke point. We may not win it, but we'll certainly whittle them down, hopefully slow them down a touch, and that should hopefully give us a bit of respite to enable us to take Scalabus and, even if necessary, counter-attack and come and ride out next turn straight after to sort this out. But there we go. That's quite a nice outcome there. So very happy with that. So yes, Theopanos, here you are in all your splendour. More victories added to your name, although Zixus, technically speaking, led the battle at the bridge. And here you are, Zixus, learning all the time. And you're both now laying siege to Scalabus, which will no doubt fall very, very soon. It's all good stuff. All very, very good stuff. Right, Tingy's now finally building. Nobody's claimed Matugenus here, so if you still want to get involved, there is another family member available. Matugenus, the bloody drunkard who apparently likes a bit of a flutter. Look at that, likes a bit of a small wager, and is certainly capable in the field of battle. We're trying to tone him down a little bit. We've assigned him a wise man to keep him in check and help him make the important decisions, because he's probably not got two brain cells to rub together, bless him. But there he is, an interesting character, to say the very least. So that's him. So that's the situation there. Right, Palmer, we have the need of one more bireme to complete this shield fleet in its entirety, which is cool. That's simple to do. We have two triremes here. Yeehaw, you've had another child. And of course, here you are, still overseeing this land, ensuring that it thrives, ensuring that we get what we need from it, helping out with the effort with the ships and things. It's not a glorious task, such as riding into battle, but somebody has to do the dirty work behind the scenes, and you're doing a good job indeed, making sure things are running smoothly here. So, right, that's... this Admiral is waiting for the 3 biremes from here, of which we need one more. So one more set of biremes, and then this set of ships will sail round, merge, and then pop off kind of to this area. Keep an eye on those Julii dogs, make sure they don't land on Sicily anytime soon, because that would be rather irksome. And what does worry me is their ship did return up here. If you remember seeing it, their ship returned up here, so they could quite easily plonk some men onto it and come back right down here. So we're going to have to be very, very quick and very, very careful that we don't end up in a situation where we're chasing our tail because the Julii have landed again. So yeah, the quicker that this gets done, the better. So rather than waiting here for these ships to come round and meet him, he's actually going to start making his way already round to here.
Aye, my lord.
And then this set of ships. Do you know what I'm going to actually do? This set of ships, once the next turn, once it's done, will ride.
Ships ready. Ready to sail. Aye, my lord.
I'm going to change slightly my plan because I am a little bit worried about this. So
Set sail.
there he is. There we go.
Ready to sail.
There we go.
Aye, great lord.
So we'll transfer one set of ships from there into here. There's your 3 biremes. There's your 2 triremes. We'll merge them, get them up there as quickly as possible, and instead
Ships ready.
you'll come back there
Sail.
and you can get your bireme next turn because you're not quite so important. It's not as urgent to get that done. So right, that's fine. So we've got a sword fleet soon to merge up here, and keep an eye on the Julii because we are a little bit concerned that they might be trying to land troops on the north tip of Sicily. So that's that sorted. Right, another thing.
Aye, great lord. Make ready for combat.
And now, where's he going? It's a game of tennis, is this, isn't it? Game of tennis. Oh, he's come right here.
Ships ready.
Oh, well, we're blockaded. Right. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, well,
For combat.
not on my watch, pal. Not on my watch. There you go. You stupid fool. What a stupid fool.
We are supreme.
Stupidity
Ships ready.
at its finest.
Make ready for combat.
And we sink 3 Brutii family members. Well done, Shield Fleet Admiral Admetos.
Aye, great lord.
Fantastic.
Sail. Aye, great
Excellent. We like that. We like that. So that's that sorted out. So the sea situation is getting there.
lord. Aye, great
There you
lord.
go. There you go.
Ships ready.
There you go. So here we are. We have another sword fleet. This is the sword fleet
Aye, great
that
lord.
is going to be taking its fight to the Brutii. So we'll start by blockading Croton's port, I suppose.
Sail.
So that's that fine and dandy. What's happening here?
Ships ready.
2 triremes. Couple of spears.
Ships ready.
Do we need one more? Yeah, we're waiting for one more. So once we get one more bireme here, merge with these, this fleet will head up to the Scipii area. So we're almost done. The fleet situation is almost done. So a big pat on the back to Marrow, our master of ships, that's orchestrated that little situation to improve. Our naval supremacy is in a much better place now, which we like to see. Right, so who else is there from a roleplay element? Well, there's me, the leader, Hasdrubal, coming back. In he comes. Of course, we need to take down the taxes here. Which is going to slightly change things, but we can then increase the taxes here, so not too much lost in terms of income. Although I have purposely taken myself back into the middle of a plague, which is probably not the wisest thing to do, but hey, the plague obviously hit before I arrived. I was unaware that there was a plague here. We've got 3 family members in a settlement that's got a plague in it. So Bizaltes is a bit of a high and by situation. Hi everybody, how you doing? Good to see you, but we cannot afford our future leader and our supreme commander of the army of the Middle Sea that's about to go marching onto the Brutii. We cannot afford him to get a plague. So he's going to have to hightail it out, although he hasn't replenished the troops. Oh, he's gonna have to stay a turn. Oh, for God's sake! Okay, so that's a full retrain of all troops in there. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. Let's hope it doesn't get struck down with plague when we end the turn here. So okay, so there's a plague in Carthage. The squalor situation has got so bad that a plague has hit us. Well, people are collapsing in the street, hand over fist. We're replenishing the army of the Middle Sea, but he can't stay for long. But whilst we're here, let us celebrate. So let's have a look at me. I've got a priest of Melkar and an architect in the last session, in the last turn. I'm a cheapskate, apparently. I like a bargain. Bizaltes. You've got your spy master and your mercenary captain there. You've got 5 command, 3 influence, a good attacker, good commander, and a knight fighter. So all of the command accolades are coming your way. This is really good to see as you continue to smash the Romans. And of course, Gisco Gades, who's done a good job manning the fort here, although hasn't been able to prevent the plague from breaking out. Social drinker. Let us all have a drink. It could be our last. So that's the situation in Carthage. Okay, folks. Oh, shoot! Shooting, shooting, shooty shoot! Oh, no! I know what I've done. Oh. I was supposed to recruit a set of armoured elephants, right? But I cancelled the order to retrain the ships, and then I must have misclicked the elephants rather than the war elephants. So I've got 2 elephants instead of an... Oh. That's a pain. That's a royal pain, in fact. Well... Screw it. I'm going to recruit another set of elephants. So he's going to have 2 regular elephants and a set of armoured, or a set of war elephants in his army, which is actually what he requested anyway, near enough, way back a few weeks ago. He wanted more elephants in his army. He's getting them now because of a misclick because of me. But anyway, there you go. Hey, diddly dee. Right, okay, so that's the situation in Carthage in terms of family members, in terms of the army. Within 2 turns, this army will be ready to merge again and move. Get some spears from Syracuse and then get across to the Brutii Island. So we should land here probably within about 4 turns, which is pretty decent progress. Right, Thapsus is fine. Right, finally down here then, Lepsis Magna. You are getting your your peasants, my friends. As soon as Carthage has sorted things out, but there's now a plague there, so we can't send populace from Carthage down to Lepsis Magna spreading plague around. So what are we going to do with you? What are we going to do? Maybe a handful of peasants from Thapsus instead? I don't know. Let me know, Theodecalus. What the hell is happening here? We can't give you plagued peasants now, can we? Oh dear, dear, dear. And you also might want to trim down your garrison at this point. You might want to just trim this down. There's no threat here anymore, and this is quite a money pit. But we'll leave it up to you. You've earned the right to have whatever garrison you feel like, to be honest with you. Oh, lifter of the Lepsis curse. Right, Cyrene is fine. Just double check. Nope, still just about there. And of course, I've already outlined the situation at Siwa. It's a situation most bizarre, really. Useless assessor, likes a drink. Oh yeah, and also likes to burn things to the ground. Apparently, he's a bit of a pyromaniac. He's our Bommelcar. So yes, Lepsis. Let's have a look there. Yeah, Theodecalus. Just a quick check on your traits and your stats. Your retinue. So that's, I think, all the family members covered. In terms of our agents, a very quick look at the situation. Type. Yeah, sort by. So we've got diplomat. So we've got diplomat Massanisa Corrales, who's just pulled a stroke here in Iberia. You've got Hiram Tunis, who's probably going to go and try to get some his negotiation on with Pontus or maybe Seleucids to try and give away Siwa, which is to be determined. And we've got Karadimos Theavesta, who is here currently still chilling out, waiting for the arrival of Bizaltes, because he's going to support the army of the Middle Sea when it comes to taking down Italy. So that's the situation with the diplomats. In terms of anybody else, who else do we got here? We got Spy, a cat down here spying on this army in Lepsis Magna. We got Jubal, currently on Sicily, waiting to be put to purpose in near Rome once the other spy here is dealt with by our assassin. Theopropidus, currently in Croton, trying to cause mayhem. Cathalo, keeping an eye on Matugenus, Admiliki going across to Numantia, and Tabnet has opened the gates in Scalabus. Pretty decent 3 subterfuge there. We move to our merchants, of which we have 3. Neas of Masana, who is our master of war, funnily enough, just therefore he's just really a placeholder. Balhano is still trading here. Trading how much? 1,215 denarii per turn. I'm going to say this only one more time. I know you're rather busy with your banners, but as our master of coin, I impress upon you, sort out the situation with our merchants. We need more merchants down here. Look at that. We've got these lucrative dyes, incense and purple dyes, which all fetch a very nice price. A couple more merchants, 2 or 3 more merchants down here in Egypt, trading these lucrative goods is going to potentially yield us about 3,000 denarii more per turn. That's a lot of money to be passing up because you're not doing your job properly. Alright? My God, man. Anyway, I digress slightly. Where else are we? Merchants. Yes. We got Badasht of Corduba, who is going up here to trade iron, which gives us a potential income of 3 denarii. Yeah, 3 denarii. Chappie down in Egypt's trading 1,215 bloody denarii. Right. Anyway, and to conclude, in relation to our agents, we have Assassin, who's going to try to kill a spy. It's only a 13% chance, but hey, maybe the dice roll will be lucky. Maybe RNG will be on our side this time. What do you reckon? Let's find out, shall we? As he ambles, look at him just chilling out, holding his scythe, not caring the world. Here we go. Here we go. Even if he fails, as long as he doesn't die, that's the main thing. Okay. Misses target. But at least our assassin is still alive. Does that gain? That doesn't gain him any additional skill. Still only 1 subterfuge. And it now reduces his chance even further. Well, that's not a good sign, is it? So, not a good start for our assassins. He's no Toby the Killer, is he? But hey, you've got to start somewhere. You've got to start somewhere. Right, there you go. That's an end to proceedings today. There's nothing else I don't think that I need to do. So, yes. Happy role-playing, everybody. It's going to be a fun week. I can feel it now. We've got a few things happening. We've got Scalabus 2 to 4. We've got plagues going on. We've got a meeting of the family members. So, yeah. The deadline for the official orders to be with me, it's a bank holiday weekend next week, and I'm having a barbecue on Saturday, and I'm busy on Friday preparing for it. So the next Rome session will not be until next Sunday. So you get your official orders to me by the early hours of Saturday morning into Sunday. So, you know, midnight Sunday, British time, or the equivalent, it'll be satisfactory. But I'm going to be recording this session round about sort of 11, 12 o'clock next Sunday, British time, so get your orders to me before then. So yes, looking forward to see what happens. But yeah, we've got stability. We've got stability at the moment. Let's just take a quick look here. We've got 16 regions. Our stats here in terms of the rankings is not what we're interested in right now, but it's not looking too shabby. If you look at the graph of the top 5 factions overall, we are 3rd, outdone by the Greeks and the Egyptians. The Greeks absolutely flying, aren't they? The Greeks are flying. There's the Pontus. They're in the top. They're in 4th position. They're doing a bit of sterling job as well. So that's pretty good. Our reputation, 71%. We're a respected people, which is nice to see. Which is very nice to see. And we'll finish off, I suppose, with a quick look at the old family tree. Can you zoom it? I don't think you can zoom this out, but there's Hasdrubal's line. Bizaltes, of course. Son-in-law Zixis over in Iberia, plying his trade. Matugenus, well, he's come under my wing. I'm the one responsible for keeping an eye on this barbarian dog, but he's proven himself already, and I've already assigned him a wise man to keep him in check, so it's not looking too bad there. Theages, of course, here he is, Warden of Sicily, Master of Whisperers, with his 3 children, doing another good job. Theodecalus, of course, we know in Lepsis, done a very good job down there. His wife, the lover of elephants. Yeehaw, and his 2 newborn, Governor of Cirta and Gisco Gades, my nephew, in-law. And then we've got Theopanis, my brother, taking it to the Gauls and the Iberians in Iberia, and then finally Bomilcar the Silent, who has just gone about his business and raised settlements to the ground with his 4 kids. God, what are they going to grow up to be? Who knows? But anyway, there's your family tree. So until next time, friends, I will see you very soon.